Hello, everyone. Skill set number 2 today we're talking about has to do with goals. I know there's a lot written and a lot spoken about regarding goals, and and I wanted to just kind of bring up some ideas around that that I have found along the way to be helpful. And first thing I want to talk about regarding goals is sort of your standard instruction that you hear a lot, which are when you're making some goals, make sure they're within reach, that they probably have a time frame to them, a realistic time frame, and a strategy to accomplish that goal, right? Some goal setting 101. Make it realistic, keep it simple, have it timed, and accountability for it, and a plan. And that's good. Now, the thing about goals I think is tricky, though, I want to share today, is goals are good, but goals are tricky because they have this way of becoming one or two things. They either become the most ultimate thing in our life, or we forget them in about 12 hours. And I think you might understand what I'm talking about. And what I want to bring up is goals can be, I think, they're just, I believe, our way that we talk to ourselves of what we want to become and what we want to accomplish. But what happens along the way, I think, is more important. Here's what I mean. I have seen and met and worked with too many people where goals become the most ultimate thing in their life, whether that is getting a degree, uh, getting a certain GPA, a grade, and or some kind of accomplishment in that way. But then what happens after a while is that goal gets so important that they begin to lose sleep, become anxious, depressed, and neurotic just to accomplish that goal. And then what happens, unfortunately, they meet their goal and they're still unfulfilled. And really, that's probably the definition of ultimate failure. When you reach your goal and you're not happy or fulfilled, that's probably your biggest failure. And then now we're left chasing something not so good. And so, what we learn and I see from that is goals cannot become the most ultimate thing. Goals are something to point toward and chase, and to have enough mercy and grace in ourselves to accept when we don't reach it, and that we can evaluate it and learn from them. But more importantly, here's the thing. When you are setting out your goals, the person you're becoming while chasing your goal is the most important thing to watch for. And is that who you want to be? Is that what you're really going for? Is the person you're becoming while pursuing these goals? I'll tell you this, speaking personally and also working with many people. I should say this, the things that I have accomplished in my life, I'm not so sure they were goals. Instead, I paid strong attention to the kind of person that I wanted to be and that I thought God wanted me to be. And then the goals before me were sort of stepping stones, and they weren't so much the big idea. So I guess today's coping skill with goals, besides keeping them real and keeping them realistic, is don't make them way too much. If you don't make it, rewrite it, reassess it, and write it down again. And finally, it's very good to the psyche of a person and a heart of a person is every single success you have in a day. That could be anything, that you got to work, that you got to school, that you got your workout in, that you were able to be kind to someone, that you had a success in the day. Note it and build on it. Perhaps make it a goal that you just acknowledge your successes, and that helps. So, goals. Be careful. Watch them and watch yourself along the way.